What's up, Transformers? It's Joy Joyner, and I'm back with another video. I see the allure of recording like this because I can't clean my dishes and all of that and talk to y'all. Like, that's just too much. I'm just going to end up not recording. So, here we are doing it ghetto style. I hope you like it. I wanted to talk to you guys today about why God allows your trial to be so long. So, if you have you ever thought about the story of like who doesn't know about the story of Moses and the Israelites leaving Egypt, right? So, I was thinking about the story specifically though about when God, told Moses to tell Pharaoh, to let my people go, and he hardened the heart of Pharaoh. And it's like, you ever look at that and just be like, why did he do that? Like, if his goal was to free the Israelites from captivity, why would he harden the enemy's heart, right? So I've been thinking about this for a couple of days, and what I've come to understand about that and how it relates to you, we'll wrap that into it, is that sometimes God will harden the heart of your enemies in order to fully deliver justice to you from your enemies. So, like, if you start off in Exodus and you read, like, from the beginning of the story, you see that the Israelites have been in captivity for a very long time. The story picks up after Joseph dies. And then, the Israelites, they start to become numerous among the Egyptians, and that's when it started to become an issue, and that's when they became slaves because they didn't want them to take over the country. And then it just went on for a very long time. And another question that you might ask is, why did God let it get to that point where they were in slavery and enslaved for so long, and it was just like for a very long time, right? So my theory is that what God will do when he sees an injustice against his people, especially when it's an egregious injustice, especially when it's really a breach of contract, it's like, wow, you really went far on that. You really went out and did all that. Like you crossed the line. When that happens, I believe God allows the evil that's being done to his people to come to full term before he acts. And I believe he does that because he wants the enemy to run out of clips. He wants the enemy to give his best shot and to go ahead and do all the things so that he can bring full justice and recompense to you. So, like, if you read through the story, it's like, it seems super counterintuitive that God would keep hardening the hearts of the Israelites' enemies if the goal was to get them to be freed, and also that, I'm realizing how analytical this is, and I'm starting to lose my train of thought. But anyway, you realize how every time Pharaoh, he kind of was like, he's almost about to change his mind, and then God hardens his heart again. And it's almost like, what I see is that God's like, nah, I'm going to get all my clips out. You enslaved my people. You're gonna go hard like that, stay hard like that, okay? And I'm gonna go ahead and go hard over here. So he's like, nah, don't relent now, because I'm about to give full justice to my people. So when I'm done giving full justice, then you can say, oh, yeah, my bad. But no, not like in the middle of me giving justice and not in the middle of me demonstrating my power. You gonna just sit there and wait and just let me go ahead and provide justice to my people because you messed up and I ain't playing that. So how it relates to today, how it relates to you. Well, if you're going through a trial and it seems like God's not doing anything and you know that he hears you, you know that he sees you, but he's not acting, sometimes I believe he allows your enemies to encircle. Some people might say like, you know, like with Elijah and how like the enemies were surrounding them like that, but then God's surrounding your enemies actually. But also you can look at it kind of like he will let it come to full term and then he will act, right? So that once he acts, it's when he acts, he's acting once and for all, right? So he doesn't have to get back up from his throne and be like, all right, this is it. That's it. He'll wait until it comes to its fullness and then he'll cut off the head of it, right? And so I believe that if you're in a trial and you know that God hears you and you've cried out to him and you know he hears you, he is waiting for your enemies and all that they are doing to you, whatever the enemy is doing, coming against you and in whatever area that might look like for you, to come to full term so that he will then act. And it just requires for you to keep your eyes on Jesus and to know that from the beginning he's loved you. And he's demonstrating not only his power and sovereignty, but also his love for you, that from day one he saw it and he's providing vengeance and justice, because the Bible says, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. It belongs to him and it's righteous for him to provide that vengeance, to enact vengeance upon your enemies on your behalf. So yeah, so I just wanted to encourage you today that if you are going through something like that and you have made it known to the Lord that, hey, like, God, please answer my prayer about this, and nothing's happening, well, many times that he is going to act, and it's going to be swift and efficient. So yeah, I hope that encouraged somebody. I put this on Instagram in like little clips, and I was trying to put it on here and I realized, oh, I can't do that. So I'm not sure if I missed anything. I did have some notes, really bad handwriting. But I hope this blessed somebody. I hope it encouraged someone. It certainly encouraged me when I got that revelation, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So let us continue to be transformed into the image of Christ and into all that he envisioned for us from our beginning. He's the only one who knows our beginning to end, and he's the author and finisher of our faith. So let's keep transforming into that image that God sees us in, right? Because he sees us as greatness. So we're going to transform into that. Anyway, I hope this encouraged you. If you were blessed by this, comment down below. Let me know what's up. And I'm going to try to, I hate when people say I'm going to come back on here more often and then they don't. So I'm not going to say that, but I'll see you guys later. Bye.